But in the United States, especially, we have a big challenge because we've got the forest movement over here. We've got the climate action movement over here. We've got the alternative food and farming and anti-GMO movement over here. We got the animal rights movement over here. We got the economic justice movement over here. We've got the ranchers, the farmers, and so on. And we are working on parallel, not synergistic paths.
Yes.
And I know I've personally tried to get across to some of the leaders in the climate movement that we need a bigger coalition, folks. If you'll notice, the alternative food and farming movement in the United States is just as big as the climate movement. The fracking.
This is the conversions
Yeah.
right here.
Right.
And the animal rights movement is huge, So we've got to break down these walls that divide us. We've got to seek out the live wires and all these movements and start working together. A centerpiece of this is that we cannot achieve these goals unless we take down factory farming. That can unite a lot of us. But even once we start to achieve this synergy, this movement of movements to reverse climate change, we've got to solve, in the meantime, the problem many of us see is that, like we have 1 million people in our network, Organic Consumers Association, but a third of them are registered Republicans. I mean, Mercola.com has 10 million visitors to their website every month, but half of them are registered Republicans, the other half are Democrats and independents. We have to learn to talk about climate catastrophe and regenerative farming and ranching and land use in a way to engage the people who deny climate change. And what I've found in talking to a lot of the organic consumers who are climate change denialists is that they hate corporate liberals so much that they won't listen to this, And when we point out that, well, we hate corporate liberals just as much as you do, but we want to solve this problem, So whoever we're talking to, if they're a person of faith, if they're not religiously inclined, we're going to talk differently. But even after we achieve this unity and this powerful grassroots movement that can literally reverse the situation, we have to become internationalists in a way that I haven't seen in the movement since the 1960s. Because the bottom line is, who's going to solve this problem? It's the 700 million small farmers, ranchers, pastoralists, forest dwellers, indigenous people, and the 2.8 billion rural villagers. They're going to solve the problem. The quickest bang on the buck for sequestering carbon is not, the Midwest of the U.S. or the Northwest or the Northeast. The quickest bang on the buck, which we better take advantage of, are the 22% of the world's lands that are lying fallow, And we need to focus on Africa, on Latin America, Central America, Mexico, the southwestern United States, India, China. This is where we're going to win this battle or whether we're going to lose this battle. And our job in North America is to unite with the grassroots forces of the world for world change. And we're not going to be able to do this with business as usual type NGO activism. So I heard at 2010 in Cochabamba, Bolivia at the People's Climate Summit, Via Campesina had banners that said, small farmers can cool the planet. Well, let's just amend that a little bit saying, regenerative farmers, ranchers, and conscious consumers can cool the planet, and let's get on with it. Thank you.